Kingdom Come Deliverance can be a very unforgiving game, whether it's the fact that you can't save because you've run out of save your schnapps, or you've broken all 39 of your lockpicks that you've been saving trying to get into an easy chest. There's something out there that is challenging and sometimes infuriating. So today I have for you 5 things that you need to do in Kingdom Come Deliverance. So first off, I have somewhat of a bonus bit of intel. The first couple of hours of the game is basically a prologue, and you will be terrible at all sorts of things such as fighting and lockpicking. After the prologue is done, you will notice a huge difference and the game just picks up in general, so hang in there. So, number 1, repair your gear. When you're out in the wild, fighting bandits and exploring the world, your gear will drop in quality. This is shown by the broken shield icon at the bottom of your screen. If you decide to ignore this, the item in question will eventually break beyond repair. So with that in mind, it's definitely in your best interest to make a pit stop every once in a while to repair your gear. You can fix your armor at armorsmiths, your footwear at the cobbler, your clothes at the tailor, and your weapons at the weaponsmiths. On to number 2 then. The way you look matters. Appearance is everything in Kingdom Come. You'll be judged by everyone you talk to based on how you look. If you're wearing a great set of armor and wielding a huge sword, people will likely be intimidated by you. However, if you're wearing fancy clothes that you might otherwise find wrapped around the nobles of Bohemia, they will likely be impressed with you. This becomes particularly important, for example, when you're attempting to haggle with traders or merchants. And it's not only the type of clothes you're wearing, it's how clean they are, and of course, how clean you are. So it's best to have you and your clothes washed before making a big purchase or sale. This can be done at things like bathhouses, and you can also find just big tubs of water just lying around towns and things like that. So number 3, keep any spade you find. It may seem like a stupid point, but Bohemia is in no short supply of treasure to be found underground. You can dig up grave sites and search them for goods, and some merchants even sell maps that lead straight to treasure. It's an opportunity you really don't want to pass up, as you can find all sorts of things like shiny new armor, weapons, or just straight up money. The first spade that I found, other than the one at the start of the game, which you will eventually discard, was at the miller's house, which the game will take you to if you follow his quest line. Although it's right out in the open anyway, and it's quite easy to find. This leads me on to my next point. Number 4, do the miller's questline. After playing the main game for a while, you'll arrive at the miller's house, and he will either want you to pay off a debt to him, or you can choose to do a questline instead. I personally ignored the miller for a while, and he actually eventually sent a mercenary after me, who was quickly disposed of. And I actually was able to make a good chunk of money off looting him, so maybe it's best to leave it for a while until he does that. However, the main reason you should do the questline is because if you do, the miller will reward you by allowing you to sell him stolen goods, which is great if you choose to steal from nobles as much as I do.
Make sure they're properly cared for. Not that I buy them from you, but I could store.
Number 5, you've actually got a chest. If you've played through enough of the game, particularly to the point where you've reached the city of Rattay, you will find a chest by your bed, which you can safely use to store all of your heavy and valuable items. There's nothing worse than constantly walking around encumbered by the 3 sets of armor that you've just been carrying around in your backpack that you want to sell at a later date. Now, the great thing about this chest is that it moves around with you. Simply visit an inn and rent a room. The chest will be awaiting you with all of your items inside by your bed. If you haven't figured it out yet, you can also use your horse to store items as well, so you can travel around with even more things. This comes in particularly handy when you are, for example, able to kill a group of bandits with heavy sets of expensive armor that you may want to take back with you to sell to make a small fortune on. So guys, that is the tips that I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more content, then please remember to subscribe, and if you feel like it, maybe leave a like as well. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one.